right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kradash. Double honor to our apostles, our elder bishops, the great millstone and well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing the true doctrine, called the four winds of the earth and all truth and sincerity. I'm Lamar Ariyah for the Mississippi Count. Lord willing, to be an edifying lesson, quick and to the point through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And this is a quick lesson through the spirit, just going into how this devil can't be satisfied. And I'm going to play a quick video clip and after I get a scripture. But I was watching this movie on, I think it was Amazon, Apple TV, HBO, something. But anyway, the name of the movie is called, what was the name of it? Fountain of Youth. All right. And basically, these devils was like so-called treasure hunters and adventure people, but nevertheless they went to Egypt to a pyramid and seek or in search for the Fountain of Youth. But before they got to that part, it was a little point in the movie where this devil, they always put shit in their movies, man. And it's always highlighted, and the Lord will use certain things to come out for brothers to point it out through the spirit, man. So I'm watching this movie, and I see this particular part of the movie, and I was like, man, it's this devil through and through. Because the guy that was actually funding everything, looking for the Fountain of Youth, first, as the scriptures say, he's a liar and the father of it. Okay, he was lying about he was like stage 4 cancer and about to die. So that's why he wanted to find the Fountain of Youth. But he was this billionaire, multi-billionaire Edomite who just couldn't be satisfied, man. So he wanted to, and come to find out, he wasn't even dying of cancer. The devil, man, the Satan, okay, just lying to get people, manipulating people to get them to do what he want to do by way of deceit and finances. But either way, you look at it, the devil, he's being exposed on every level, and it's a beautiful thing to see. But I just wanted to bring out a couple of scriptures and play this video clip to highlight how this devil always is going to, as the scriptures say, his tongue shall fall upon himself. Okay? So this is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. Because this devil is an untrustworthy, lying, manipulating, deceiving person, man. And he's always trying to up one on people. He's always trying to take over, control, or hoard everything to himself, But he's being made out, and he's being made bare, and he's about to go down. All right? Verse 5. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. And we know he goes throughout the globe, spreading his democracy, setting up his military, taking over lands and resources, controlling the people, setting up puppet leaders. This is what this devil does, and he go abroad doing it, which proved that these people, these Edomites, these banking families, okay, is the nation that the Bible speaks of in Job 9 and 24. Because who else can go throughout the earth and just do what the hell they want to do, man? Nobody. That's why it says the earth was given to the hand of the wicked. All right, so he's able to maneuver. He has the monetary ability. Okay, he has the sword. The earth was given to him, man, to rule in this particular time. So he's able to just slither at the snake he is throughout the four corners of the earth and set up his bullshit, his ways of living, okay, in a nutshell. All right. Who enlarges his heart, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death. Because everywhere he goes, death follows him. Everywhere this devil dwells, death is gonna be upon that particular place shortly. You know, polluting the earth, the water, the food, you know, polluting the people getting sex changes, they're being part of the alphabet community. All these things are as death, man. Because when you got two men together, two women together, there's no procreation, man. There's no reproductive actions happening, you know. And that right there alone, if it was to continue on and everybody was in that fashion, would ultimately bring complete death, man. Eradication of everybody. And that's not the way things supposed to be. A man don't supposed to be laying with no man, and a woman don't be supposed to be laying with no woman. Those things the scripture says is unseemly, man. Using their bodies for what's unseemly. Okay? But this is the type of environment, society you have when the wicked is in rulership. All right? And cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. And that's the whole point, man. He cannot be satisfied. No matter how much money, no matter how much resource or how many resources this devil has, enough is not enough. He has to keep going and going and taking and destroying. I mean, this devil, he's the cancer of the earth. Again, like everywhere he go, he is this death. Death follow him like a shadow. Okay? And he cannot be satisfied. So I'm gonna play this clip and probably get another scripture, and I'm gonna close it out. This is just a short clip, maybe a few seconds, but the whole point is at the end when the little Edomite asks that rich Edomite a particular question. All right. So let me go on and get the clip.
Thank you. I hear you're some sort of musical prodigy. That's what I'm told. I get the feeling you're not one for small talk. I get a similar feeling. My mother said you were rich. Do you mind if I pry? The floor is yours. How rich are you? Embarrassingly rich. Does it start with a B? Yes, it does. Do you have a boat? Yes, I do. How big? 120 meters. Do you have a plane? You were just on my plane, and I have... Impressive. Not necessarily. There were planes, and then there are planes. You were on the baby. Now, it's my turn. One moment. You did say the floor was mine. Are you satisfied? Of course not. Did you set me up? That was good.
And that's pretty much the point right there. The little devil asked him, "Are you satisfied?" And he said, "Of course not." And this is the mindset of these devils, man. They have been so privileged by the Lord allowing them to be in power since the Renaissance, right? Where they think that there's no cap, there's no ceiling to what they can do, where they can go, control, implement. They think they can get one up on the Most High. But that satisfaction cannot be filled because they have such a greed about themselves and such a control driven spirit that no matter what they so-called accomplish, or no matter what kind of pinnacle they reach, they will never be satisfied with that. A billionaire, how can a billionaire not be satisfied? You know, and that's equivalent to these elites, man. They just not happy or satisfied with the unlimited access and unlimited monies or monetary access they have. Now they want to control the people by way of putting a charagma inside you, the MOTB. Okay, as it's spoken in Revelation 13, okay, verse 16. You know, on down. He is this devil wants to control everything. He wants to be the most high. So I'm gonna play that last piece again. I'm gonna get another scripture and I'm gonna close it out.
Of course not.
Let's take it back, son.
Satisfied.
A little more. Here we go.
Are you satisfied? Of course not. Did you set me up? That was good. Phenomenal. Thank you.
So that was the point on that. These devils can't be satisfied. Just the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. And this devil is in straits now. You know, the prophets are still out there preaching and teaching. Okay, tearing down and tearing down strongholds through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Yahushua. And you know, the Lord has been showing signs in the heavens. Okay, again, prophecies are being fulfilled, which is a sign that the Lord's words are faithful and true. All right, and even the things such as the Project Looking Glass, where the Lord have showed these devils something that they can't control and they can't turn back. That this is their destiny, is to be destroyed at the end of the day and go into captivity and be utterly destroyed. You know? So again, in the fullness of his sufficiency, as much as he has, not being able to be satisfied and being content, this devil's finna be in straits. He's finna be in a position of difficulty because he's not going to be able to accomplish what he truly wants to accomplish, right? He shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. You know, and all his allies are finna turn against him. You know, Yahushua and the chariots and the heavenly host of angels are finna be on his ass. You know, the Lord is gonna lift up a standard with his men. You know, it's finna be, this devil finna be in position where as much as control he think he has, he doesn't. And as much as he think his goal is going to be reached and he's going to accomplish his new world order and his implementation of the charagma, the mark of the beast, the digital system, the digital monetary system, all these things are going to fail, man, because the Lord has made a bound that he cannot pass. Okay, so when he think he's finna fill his belly, right, he's not going to be able to really sit back and enjoy that fullness of it, because the table is going to get knocked over. You know, that last bite is going to get knocked out of his hand. All right, let me get one more scripture. I'm going to close it out, and that'll be it. This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1. We'll just start at the top and read down to verse 3 or 4, verse 4. Okay? The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, starting at verse 1. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power concerning Edom. Edom are the Edomites, okay? The so-called white race. okay? White women, white men, white children. And they're not white, okay? They're red, okay? You can see the blood through their skin. They're pretty much transparent, man, or translucent. You can see through their skin, all right? We have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. Because everybody is starting to hate the whore. Everyone is beginning to hate the whore, okay? America, the whore that ride upon the beast, okay? Verse 3, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And that's that pride, that boastful spirit that this devil has, that he would be, as the scriptures say, he said that he would be a lady forever. But see, this devil is at the brinks of a great fall. Okay? How has thou failed, O Lucifer, like lightning, roughly paraphrasing, man. His fall is gonna be so great and so quick, it's gonna be like he was never on top. All right. Verse 4, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, this will bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh. Because this devil, he has gone pretty much as far as he gonna be able to go, but before that great fall, man. Because see, Yahweh Shai is coming back. That scripture goes into, on his head was many crowns. So all these so-called rulers, these so-called kings, elites, or whatever you want to call them or label them as, are all finna be done away with. The Lord is finna come snatch all their crowns, all their positions of higher rankings, and they're finna go into captivity, man. You know, because their greed has pushed them to a point where they think they're gonna accomplish their NWO. Okay, they're gonna think they're gonna accomplish that digital system, that charagma, that MOTB being implemented in those who bow the knee. And he's gonna get so far, but it's not gonna surpass that bound the Lord has set. And he's gonna go down, and Esau is gonna go into captivity for 1,000 years and gonna be utterly destroyed as a nation. The nation of Esau would no longer exist, man. Instead of 18 nations, it would be 17 nations, all right? So, I know I was a little bit all over the place, but Lord willing, the point was made and the edification was there. But this devil cannot be satisfied. And that clip showed that they put it in their movies and proves that, you know, this devil has to be stopped, because if he don't be stopped, he's going to destroy life in general as a whole. That's why the Lord said, you know, he's speeding up the time, because if he didn't, no flesh would be saved. So Yahweh Shai has to return and take this devil down, or everybody is doomed. Everybody and everything that exists is doomed. So Lord willing, is an edifying lesson. I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honor to our apostles, our elder bishops, a great millstone and well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. Shalom.